So on today's video I've got a very special guest. This is a 1990 Honda CBR 250RR. Now this Honda has been fully restored from the ground up, and I very fortunately have been given the keys to take this out, give it a ride and film a review. And you guys are coming with me. This is arguably one of the most iconic motorcycles of the 90s, with its race bike style and its gloriously mad 16-valve inline-4 engine. Now this bike was never concerned with making loads of power, but what it does do is tick every box a motorcyclist ever wanted. This bike has a heart and character all of its own. Even a quick run to the shops would leave you with a giddy smile. And that's why it's so fondly remembered even to this day. I remember seeing these bikes around while I was growing up in the 90s, and I instantly fell in love. And now, having the opportunity to ride one some 30 years later, it's a pretty cool experience indeed. The engine in this baby blade is a 249cc inline-4 that loves to be revved, and it works best when done so. Matched with a 6-speed gearbox, this liquid-cooled carburetor engine pumps out around 44 horsepower at 14,500 RPM and 25 Newton meters peak torque at 11,500 RPM. And this revvy little engine is an absolute wonder. It sounds like you're at a racetrack, and yet you're not even braking the speed limit. And with the Yoshi pipe fitted, it sounds absolutely phenomenal. There's 37mm telescopic forks at the front and a monoshock at the rear, and it worked really well. I had no massive jarring coming through while I was riding, making me feel comfortable and confident on this bike. The brake package provides plenty of stopping power, with Nissin 2-pot calipers on twin 275mm discs at the front and a single 220mm disc at the rear with a single pot caliper. It has a dry weight of 143 kilos and a 13-litre fuel tank. And flat footing it is not a problem with a nice and low seat height. Now this bike has been meticulously restored by Paul from DOS Motor Garage. He has gone over every part of this bike with an eye for detail. Ergonomically, the CBR is quite comfortable. Going into this review, I expected to be a lot more cramped for room, but it wasn't. I mean, it is a sports bike riding position, but it's not as aggressive as I first thought. Now obviously with this bike, there's no electronics. No ride modes, no ABS, no traction control. It's just you, the bike, the road, and the conditions. Unadulterated, raw. You are in total control of this motorcycle. In the right set of hands, this bike will be very hard to catch. The fun factor for me on this bike was dialed up to 11. And by the time I returned this bike back to Paul, my face was sore from having a constant smile and grinning throughout the whole day. Now this might not be the fastest bike in the world, but it did not matter. Just from the sheer fun I had on this bike, taking me back to when I was growing up and seeing these bikes around, nothing compares. It was such a great, fun bike to ride. And it was such a privilege for me to have experienced a ride on one of these iconic motorcycles. So guys, on that side of things, that was just my review on the Honda CBR 250RR. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. As always, I'd be interested to hear what you think, so please leave a comment down below. Thank you to Paul from DOS Motor Garage for allowing me to take this piece of history out and spend the day with it today. I'll link all of Paul's information in the description down below. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.